Great rise, beloved. This is your girl, Queen Goddess King Advocate. I'm back one more time. This is like part 3 to addressing an issue that is ongoing and continuously troublesome, and that is how the black woman is viewed as being the enemy to the black man. I got another post on my YouTube page about black women being the enemy to the black man, that black women are nasty, sexually involved with white men, doing nasty sexual things, I guess, with white men, being more lenient and cautious and caring toward white men, and just outright hateful toward black men. So I'm going to address all of those things and then ask a few questions as well. First of all, as I stated in my response, to make the statement that black women are sexually nasty with white men is a statement that can't really be justified as a whole to generalize all or even the majority of so-called black women. I think that response came more from a personal hurt. That is not a general fact that could be classified for black women, so-called black women. As far as us hating you, here's the thing. I totally respect and I get why you believe that, why so-called black man would believe that we hate you, because you're looking at how we speak to you, how we behave in your presence, how we represent, how we can become disrespectful towards you. We can show that we are uncaring about you. We can show that we are non-supportive of you and that we're just not down for you. I get it. And sadly, on those points, I can agree. Not for every woman, but I can definitely agree just off of some of the things that I, as a melanated woman, have witnessed from other melanated women toward our melanated men. So I get it. I understand why you believe that those things to be true. But the fact still remains, we're not your enemy. What has happened, and I've stated it several times before, and it's important that we learn our history, period, pay attention to everything, and ask the right questions at the right time in order to get the right answer. What has happened, as I speak about the Willie Lynch letters, be they falsified or not, be they written by a black man or not, it doesn't even matter. The content in those letters has proven to be true. What has happened is the melanated man has been deliberately stripped out of the household and shown in front of the melanated woman and her child and their children that he is weak, that he is passive, that he is unworthy, that he is non-supportive, that he has no power, that he has no authority, that he's worth nothing. He was physically stripped down and beaten, tormented, sometimes ripped apart literally in front of the woman. Our natural characteristic is to nurture and protect. That's natural for us. When we're put in a position where we cannot do that, there's a void. We're looking for you to do it. But if you are what we're trying to protect, and we can't protect you, and you can't protect us, subconsciously, there is a resentment because we are looking for you. We are expecting you to do what we know you are supposed to do because you were divinely created to do so, if that makes sense to you. We have an innate understanding amongst each other as to what we are called to do, whether it is conscious or subconscious. We know that we are the same people. We know that we have the same purpose. We know that we have the same plight. What we don't understand is why we are at each other's throats. What we don't understand is why we feel that we are being betrayed by each other. What we don't understand is why we feel that we don't have each other's back. Because what we do understand is that there is a fault. So because there's only the melanated man and the melanated woman, each of us is pointing fingers at each other, and there is no resolve. The fact of the matter is, it's not the fault of the melanated man. It's not the fault of the melanated woman, but there is a fault. And that's what needs to be taken care of. That's where the focus really needs to go. It's not about what the woman is doing to you. It's not about what the man is doing to you. It's why is this happening? What is causing it? What is causing our thoughts to be the way they are? What is causing us to think the way that we think? What is causing us to respond the way that we do? Overall, this is not just like an isolated incident. This is an overall general thing that's happening. It's common. So there's a problem. Think about that. This is not something that we have chosen to do. We have not chosen to present ourselves adversarially towards you. We have not chosen to have resentment towards you. We have not chosen to, as you have said, hate you. That's not something that we chose to do. Something is causing us to psychologically respond in that manner. Something is causing you all to psychologically process in that manner. This is deliberate. We are at war, and we are being used against each other as the weapon. We cannot continue to keep blaming one another. We are throwing shots at each other. This can't happen. We are killing ourselves, not understanding that we are being used as the weapon against ourselves. This is the problem, my brothers. As your melanated sister, as your melanated queen, I do not hate you. I cannot hate you because you are me. I do not hate myself. I love me. I love me to life. I raise me. I elevate me. Therefore, when I look at you, I will see the reflection of myself, and that's what I will do with you. You must also do the same with us. You must look at us as a reflection of yourself, because we are that. What you see happening to us is happening to us. We are victims at this point, both of us. As a whole, we are victims. We are not the cause of what's going on, but we are being used as the method to perpetuate what's going on. Do you understand? We are not your enemy. Family, please understand. We are not your enemy. We are being presented as your enemy because there is a greater design in the system to make sure we are not connected naturally. Think about that. There is something about melanated people that is a threat. We disrupt systems. Our being connected disrupts systems designed to break us apart. Think about everything that's happened historically. Really pay attention, and the fact that it's not an isolated incident, that it's happening all over the world, everywhere. Something is wrong, family. And it's not the melanated woman, and it's not the melanated man. Something else is involved. The greatest trick ever pulled was making you believe that the adversary does not exist. The greatest trick ever pulled. Think about that.